Alright everyone, welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes video with Fat Phil. On this episode, I want to give you guys advice and I want to show you the biggest mistake you can make while equipping gear in your roster. Before I go any further, if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Smash that subscribe button, like this video, leave comments, let me know if you found this helpful. Trying to grow this channel, trying to give you guys content that I think will help you progress farther and faster in this game and hopefully, give you a little bit more enjoyment out of the game and give you that progress that you've been wanting to see. So with that, got that out of the way now, let's get into the video and let's talk about Jyn Erso right here. So I need Jyn Erso for the profundity, and so you can see here that she is gear 12 with nothing equipped. Now, I have these little, plus signs because I could equip gear right now, but don't ever equip gear on a character like this until you are ready to fully upgrade them from gear 12 to gear 13. Here's why. So I'm going to use this piece as an example. So I need 50 of those, 40 of these hypo syringes, right? Because I need 2 of those syringes, so I need 40 of those. I need, 40 of those, okay. And I need 50 of these pieces, right? If I come down here to the finisher, I need another 50 of these hollow lenses, right? Finishers never drop in full, right? Like you don't get this piece to drop out of a raid. But this piece can. So if I would go and equip this piece and then get another full one in a raid drop, I've just lost time in my farm because I still need to farm this salvage, right? I'm delaying myself because I didn't wait. And you could say, oh, well, how often does that happen? Actually, fairly often, I found that you can get those pieces, or that, in this case here, I also need these hypo syringes over here. Well, if I don't have, I've gone ahead, and I do the math to make sure, but if I went ahead and upgraded this, right, and then, I needed them over here too, now I'm at another delay, right? So if you just wait for those, maybe you get a full piece, maybe you get lucky, or you get some of these salvage pieces, crafted, you will be so much farther ahead in your farm because you won't be waiting. Like you won't have these like full gear pieces, holding up all of your resources, right? So let me show you an example here. Let me see if I have a fully crafted gear 12 piece that goes on the, yeah, here we go. So this stun gun over here, right? I could craft this, I could throw it on Canderous, right? This is perfect, right? 50 here, 40 of those, right? And then, 40 here and a full stun gun, or a stun gun, right? Now no Carboni there, but the stun gun. Droidica, right? I could equip this and this piece, right? So if I go and equip that stun gun because, hey, I can, but then I get a full one to drop in a raid, I've now set myself back all of the pieces that I put on here that I might need elsewhere, right? Like these, right? I set myself back there. I've set myself back on these stun guns, right? And you can't, like when you have a fully crafted piece like this, you can't uncraft it, right? You can't take that gear out of it. So I'm going to show you guys some other examples of cases where stuff like this happens. So here we go. I've got Zeb, right? So he needs stun guns and a Carboni. This is a perfect example to show you guys. So let's say I have 50 Carbonis, 50 stun guns. I could equip this piece here, or I could equip this Carboni, right? But what I should do is wait until I've got 100 stun guns and 150 Carbonis. And here's why. If I get a full stun gun drop and I've already equipped both of those pieces, right? If I've already equipped this, and I just need 50 more Carbonis and I get a full stun gun to drop, I now need to farm that Carboni, right? Similar to the Jyn Erso scenario, I still need to go and farm that Carboni. Meanwhile, I've got this full stun gun just sitting here. Now, yes, I will put it on somebody else. But in the current moment, I'm farming up Zeb, right? That, yes, in the long run, you could think it pans out. But in that current moment, that could keep you from getting something. And you think, oh, well, what scenario could that happen? Imagine you're trying to get a GAC lock and you're not going to get a relic character in there in time because you didn't save gear. So that's where this applies. This is the biggest mistake I see is people equipping pieces, especially those like really expensive ones, right? Like you'll see here, I've got random pieces here and there. Like I have so much of that I don't need to equip it, but like here, right? Like you don't want to equip this stuff until you're ready to do it, because otherwise it's just sitting there taking up something in your roster that you could give to somebody else. So let's go to like BB-8 here. This piece, I already equipped this on him, right? I already put this piece on him. But I need that for Jin. I need that for all the... I would much rather have this on somebody else than BB-8 right now. That's why I always tell people, like, don't equip gear on a character until you're ready to fully invest in them, right? Because otherwise, it's taking up space that you could be using on another character in your roster, right? So that's the advice, guys. I can promise you, in my experience, that it is so much better to just wait and upgrade them all at once, especially once you're at that point where, like, Jin Erso is not a linchpin to my team, right? Like, the difference between gear 11 and gear, or gear 13 and gear 12 for her, for what I'm going to use her for, is non-existent, right? Like, I won't ever use her in a grand arena. I might use her ship, but, it's not a priority for me right now. The priority for me is getting her to relics for profundity, checking that box, and moving on to the next character, where I will do this exact same process. So let me know what you guys think. Do you think does this make sense to you, right? Do you see how it could save you gear that you don't have to sit there and farm something that would be inside of a full piece, right? Let me know what your thoughts are. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.